Hello everyone, this is Mike at Play Favorites, a friendly neighborhood toy store located in beautiful Front Royal, Virginia. And today, I am here with one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. It's a telescope. Now we all know that telescopes are wonderful instruments for sightseeing or bird watching or spying on your neighbors. But did you know that the telescope can also be a great tool for playing a whole bunch of really fun and crazy games? All of those games would require you not to look through the right side of the telescope like this, but to look through the wrong side of the telescope, like so that everything looks like it's really far away. Here are a few great games you can play while looking through the wrong side of a telescope. Game number 1 requires a bouncy ball. You can use a panda bouncing ball like this, or your classic pink high bounce ball like this, or anything in between. Just know that the smaller the ball, the more difficult the game is going to be, and the softer the ball, the less painful the game is probably going to be. How do you play? You either bounce a ball between you and a friend while one or both of you are looking through the wrong end of a telescope. Binoculars will also work for any of these games. Now, bouncing the ball between the two of you is a little bit easier. For a super challenge, try throwing the ball between the two of you. No pandas were harmed in the making of this video. He's very soft and fluffy and bouncy. Game number 2. This is a classic. You can do it with electrical tape, but I think it's much better doing it with chalk. Draw a whole squiggly course on a blacktop or on the sidewalk or on your driveway. Look through the wrong end of the telescope and see how quickly you can make it from one end of the course to the other with your feet always walking along the chalk line. This is great. You can do races like this with a stopwatch and see who can do it faster. It's a great game. We used to do it as when we made neighborhood carnivals as kids. This was always one of my favorite games. Really simple. You just need some chalk. You just need a telescope or a binocular. You could have fun for hours. Okay, sword fights. Now, once again, just like with the balls, the softer the swords, the less painful this is going to be. Most definitely. Play Favorites will not be held accountable for any impalations or decapitations that happen as a result of sword fighting while holding the sword in one hand and holding a telescope the wrong way in the other hand. Arrgh! Okay, so soft swords, telescope, sword fights. It's really hard to judge the distance betwixt you and your opponent's sword and your opponent themselves while looking through the wrong end of a telescope, but it can be a lot of fun. All right, this one I have not actually tried, but I was walking around the store thinking, like, what would be fun to play looking through the wrong end of the telescope? Chinese jump rope. This is the game where you wrap the jump rope around the legs of a chair, and then you have to jump over it in different patterns. Actually, might not be a good idea. This might be a recipe for disaster, but if you try it, let me know how it goes. Okay, we're reaching the end now. Get a coloring book. If you want to make the game easier, get a simple coloring book like this. If you want to make the game a lot harder, we have really complicated, intricate coloring books here at Play Favorites. Now, you can do this by yourself to practice, or you can race against someone else. Each player takes a crayon or a colored pencil. Doesn't matter what color it is. Race each other to see who can color in their picture faster. Now, you will be judged on speed, but you will also be judged on how well you stayed within the lines, and how you balance those judgments is up to you. But you'd be surprised, it's pretty hard to color within the lines really fast while looking through the wrong end of the telescope when everything looks like it's so far away. Last but not least, you can play, just gather a whole bunch of blocks or things to build with. Race your friends, try to build the predetermined structures. Like, okay, we're gonna draw this, we're gonna build this kind of building now. See how fast you can build it, and then see if you can deconstruct it piece by piece without causing it to topple over, and how quickly can you do that. Basically, life is just more fun with a telescope or with a set of binoculars. And if there's one thing you learned from this video today, I would like for that to be it. This is Mike at Play Favorites. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Toodles.